In the dream, you are falling, lost in the listening distance as dark locks in. Nightfall. Good evening. We begin tonight with the first play by a young Montreal writer, John Graham. It stands by itself as a tribute to the eccentricities of the human heart. He calls it Love and the Lonely One.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Anatomy 4. I realize this is the first time most of you will cut into a cadaver, but take it from me, you'll get used to it. I well remember my first such model patient. I christened him Henry. Now, when you all become doctors a few years from now, you'll find some of your patients very temperamental. And not my Henry. The more I cut him, the wider he grins.
You realize that...
What?
We're committing a felony.
What?
George, if they find out we stole this thing, they'll kick us out of school so fast.
Kick us out of med school? Come on, Freddie, hang loose. It's only a stiff. They'll blame it on the engineers.
You think?
Oh, sure. Hey, careful. We're almost there, Tiger.
Sorry.
Quiet. Wake up the whole damn sorority.
I can't walk backwards.
We'll turn around. Oh, God, look at her. Here, let me take the feet. Ugh, look at her mouth. Ugh. Reminds me what tomorrow morning's gonna taste like.
George, are you sure we want to do this?
What the hell? The broad stood you up, didn't she? So what's the problem? We're dropping off a Valentine.
Valentine? The corpse of a dried-up old lady?
Ah, but you're forgetting my pink ribbons. And look, I've remembered a card.
A card?
Yeah. You're the guy who reads poetry, aren't you? I even looked it up. Here, read it.
Dear Sally, the grave's a fine and private place, but none, I think, do there embrace. I'm beginning to think this is sick.
Sick? I'll tell you what sick is. It's listening to you moan every time anybody brings up that hosebag's name.
You know Sally's not like that, really.
Yeah, she's a real pain in the ass. How many times she stand you up this week? Well?
I don't know.
Come on, Freddie, where's your pride? You want to sit around feeling sorry for yourself, or you want to get even with her? Now, come on, Freddie, enjoy your revenge.
Well...
Come on. Now, grab the arms. Let's get this stiff up these stairs before somebody comes. Okay, that's it. One more step. All right. Now, just over here against the door. Now, prop the old bag up so she just sort of drops in when they open the door. Perfect.
Yeah, great. Now let's get the hell out of here.
Hey, I can just see those sorority airheads screaming their heads off. Okay, this is it. Now, when I hit that doorbell, we get out of here and fast. You ready, Freddie? Hey, Freddie, you with me?
Huh? What'd you say?
Are you ready?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, what are you staring at the corpse for? Fred, are you with me, for Christ's sake? They'll be here in a second. Now, let's move it.
Huh? Oh, yeah.
Here. In here behind. Jeez, Freddy, you had me scared.
Sorry,
If they'd seen us. What were you staring at? You in space or something?
I don't know. I saw her in the light. Her mouth was green. And she was smiling at me.
Hey, George. I hear Dr. Rob really lit into you on the wards this morning.
Yeah, so? He gets your ass in a sling every now and then.
Sometimes I wonder why we're doing this.
Huh?
Neuroanatomy midterm in 2 weeks.
It's a bitch, all right. Anyhow, I'm going skiing if it kills me. And if you knew what was good for you, you'd come too.
No way. I can't spare the time.
Who can? Look out.
Why?
Cardiac arrest team.
They'll get us next time.
Bunch of cowboys.
But they save lives.
Don't count on it. See you back at the ranch, huh, partner?
Yeah. See you later.
You? Come here.
Doctor?
Get in here.
Oh, I'm just on wards, ma'am. I really don't think
You've got
that...
2 hands, haven't you? Grab those electrodes. Nurse the syringe. Thank you. Hold the electrodes on his chest.
This got it?
Right. Stand back. Hit the switch.
He moved.
King Tut would move if you ran that charge through him. How's the scan? Looks like he's had it. Try it once more. Stand back. Hit the switch. Nothing. Well, that's it. Wrap it up.
Just leave him here?
Up to the orderlies now.
You're not going to try it again?
Again. He had a hole in his heart you could drive a truck through. He was living on borrowed time. Look at him. What color is his face?
He's, purple.
Dark purple. Lack of oxygen. Even if we did get his heart going, the brain damage would be massive at this point. Excuse me. There's a 4-year-old in emergency. Nurse, get me the file, please.
So fast. As though nothing happened. Phew.
Nurse? 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 Oh, well. Hello. 2 South.
Hello, Fred.
Who's this?
A distant admirer.
Who? What do you want?
Sure took a lot of nerve to pull off a stunt like that. Last night?
What stunt?
Oh, you wicked, wicked man.
I don't know what you're talking
But,
about.
I like wicked men. I scare a lot of men, but I bet I wouldn't scare you, eh, sport?
Are you a friend of Sally's?
Sally? Phew. Why don't you throw over that silly girl and find yourself a woman?
What are you getting at?
Well, would you like to talk it over?
Is this some kind of joke?
Oh, I certainly hope not.
Well, maybe. I mean, sure. Okay. How about...
Tonight, where you dropped off the Valentine? Last night?
Yeah. Okay, sure. See you later. Oh, by the way, how did you know where to reach me?
Oh, a friend told me.
Who? What friend?
The one right beside you. Until
Right
tonight.
beside me, but there's nobody beside me except the corpse.
Hiya, sport. Step on in.
You bet.
What's the matter? You staying cool with Coolidge, or just trying to think up something nice to say?
You sure look great.
What other way is there? Oh, something tells me we're gonna get along swell. Like some champagne?
Champagne? Sure thing. I really like your dress. Sort of like a flapper. Out of the 20s. And the music. Nostalgia's really the thing these days, isn't it?
Bottoms up. Here's to better behavior.
Champagne. What are we celebrating?
A happy prohibition, and a short one.
Prohibition. By the way, where is everybody?
All the little butterflies flew too close to the flame.
What? What's that?
The banks are on holidays, darling. Forever. And all their daddies have told them to come home and work for a living.
No banks? Oh, the crash. And you're dressed to crash yourself.
Almost had you there.
Hey, before I forget, how did you know where I was this afternoon? And what's your name, anyway?
Leave a lady a little mystery, will you? You'll find out soon enough.
Find out what?
Oh, don't be so serious, sport. Come on, the lady wants to dance.
I don't dance very well.
Oh, the Charleston's easy. Watch.
The Charleston? Are you kidding?
Nope. Like this. Don't be shy.
Okay. How's this, huh? How am I doing?
Well, you're doing great, Fred. Just great. 23 skidoo.
Yeah. Kalamazoo or bust. This is fun.
It's the berries. Especially with the bubbly. More?
I don't know. Why not? Thanks. It's kind of strange here, you know? I mean, where is everybody? I mean, really.
What's the matter, sport? Lonely?
No,
Why so distant? Hello?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know you or anything.
Well, what do you want to know?
Anything. Where do you come from? Your hopes? Your dreams? Anything.
Hopes and dreams. These days?
Yeah.
Watch out, I might tell you the truth.
I'm not afraid. What do you want?
Oh, most of all, I want to distract handsome young men until they don't know whether they're coming or going.
Well, nobody ever...
Ever what?
Never mind.
Maybe we should get a little more...
Private?
Of course. Silly man. Wait here. I'll go in and get ready.
Hey,
Come easy. Easy, I'll only be a minute. And then you'll get to see me as I really am. I mean, that's what you want, isn't it?
Are you ready?
I'm turning out the light. You can come in now.
Oh. Here we are. You know, it's kind of funny. you just sort of know what I mean? When you meet someone special, you kind of feel, well, right from the start.
Right from the start.
What's... It was the same old woman, I tell you.
Yeah.
The same corpse right in my arms. Christ, I can still smell the formaldehyde.
Oh, did they get you?
What's so funny?
Hey, I told you those sorority girls had a sense of humor, didn't I? We stole a body. They stole a body. Everybody's in the bodies.
Well, no one was in the house.
Oh, sure thing, Tiger, sure.
It was like she came back to life, but younger, as a flapper. I guess that's when she was our age.
Oh, wise up, Fred. Believe me, those airheads were in the next room laughing their guts out.
Yeah, I guess so. But I didn't hear them.
Anyway, thanks for the news, Tiger. About time to turn in for the night, huh?
Yeah. Maybe if I could get some sleep.
Well, I sure can. Oh, night.
Night.
Oh, hold it.
What?
Just make sure you're alone. And the snow's gonna stop tonight. You sure you won't change your mind? It's gonna be Fantasy City up there.
No, I better stay here. Get some studying done.
Oh, come on. It'll be the last good skiing weekend of the winter. Slopes and strokes for all. And you don't even have to ski.
Thanks anyway.
Oh, better be going. There's Janie. See you in a couple of days.
Yeah, see you later. Peace and quiet. Thank God. Oh. Hello?
Hello, Sport. Or should I call you Tiger? You left in quite a hurry last night.
Who is it? Oh.
It wasn't really that surprising, was it? Why don't we get together?
Look, I don't know who you are, and I'm sorry,
you
but
know who I am, Fred.
This has gone far enough.
Don't be afraid, Fred. We belong together. You know we do.
No! Oh, my God. My God. I'll take the phone off the hook. That's what. I'll just take it off the hook. I know who you are. Almost 2 o'clock. Feels like 2 days. Why can't I get some sleep? Oh, no. No.
Fred, I couldn't wait any longer.
It can't be. It can't be.
It is. And you know, it's better when you wait.
Go away. please.
I can't. You took me from my bed. You can't send me back now. When you wake the dead, we come to stay. Or at least, I do.
I didn't know. I didn't know.
How can we know in the beginning?
How can we? How can we?
Don't be shy. I promise I'll be good for you. No more loneliness. No more fear.
No loneliness. No fear.
The door, Fred. The door?
I'm coming. I'm coming.
Hi.
You're not wearing any clothes. Aren't you cold?
Of course not. I've never felt so warm. Come on, Fred. Time to go.
Where?
To my bed.
The grave's a fine and private place.
But some, I think, do there embrace.
I see we're one short today, George. 2 weeks to midterm exams, and your partner doesn't think it's worthwhile attending anatomy lab?
Well, Fred's never missed one before, sir. I'm sure there's a good reason.
I hope so, for his sake. All right, let's get going then. Get out the cadaver.
Right, sir.
What's going on there?
God.
Fred.
Out! Everybody out! Class dismissed! The police! Somebody call the police!
Close the freezer.
Sir?
I said close that door. Well, what are you waiting for?
They look so happy, sir.
in the dream, you are falling, lost in the listening distance, as dark locks in. Nightfall. Good evening. Tonight's play is a new adaptation of the classic short story by Robert Louis Stevenson, the original Body Snatchers.
Down the close and up the stair, Bud and Ben with Burke and Hare. Burke's the butcher, Hare's the thief, Knock's the man that buys the beef. It is 30 years since I last saw that kind of beef, lying still, oh, so still on its slab. But the rain brings back the sights. 30 years since I was a student of medicine in the schools of Edinburgh. The greatest ornament of all the town was a certain professor of anatomy, a Dr. Knox. You'll call his name to mind, perhaps. When all was done and known, the very children cried it in the streets. And he, God help me, he picked me for a likely lad.
A very pretty dissection, Mr. Fettis. It's a rare delight when a student can not only find the brain, but has one.
Thank you, sir. I cannot tell you what an honor it is.
Oil of clothes is for the toothache, Mr. Fettis. You may spare me your compliments. I have decided to appoint you second demonstrator, which is to say sub-assistant for the anatomy class.
Well, thank you, sir.
You'll be responsible to Mr. Wolfe McFarlane here, our demonstrator. The two of you are acquainted, I believe.
We shall know each other better, sir. Congratulations, Fettis. Thank you, McFarlane. I swear I'll give you no cause for regret, Dr. Knox.
You'll be moving your lodgings, Mr. Fettis, to nearby here in the close. We sometimes have night business, and you'll need to watch sharp for the call.
Night business, sir.
Come now, Mr. Fettis. You know as well as I do that our only legal cadavers come to us from the public hangman. Be he never so busy, he couldn't supply the half of our needs. But there are always the poor. But ask no more questions for conscience sake. McFarlane, instruct your assistant.
Yes, sir.
You'll move here tonight, Fettis, and remember...
Sir?
Be ready for visitors.
Visitors. Did you hear old Knox say visitors in the night? And I not ready for them, does he think?
He'll be as ready for them as ever you were for a wench, Fettis. Speaking of which, observe.
Our fair serving maid, the succulent Jane Galbraith.
Oh, Jane. Everybody's Jane. Observe Miss Galbraith as she negotiates her way among the tables laden with tankards and bottles.
I observe a fine behind, I'll tell you that.
Imprecise, lad, imprecise. You actually observe the relation of her gluteus maximus muscles to her sacrum and coccygeal bones. How is the latter shift vertically?
Yeah, the former flex and bounce horizontally.
Bravo, laddie. You have observed how Latin may decorate a tart, eh? Take your degree. Oh, take your degree.
Och, my wee Fettis. Oh, what are you doing with such black company as McFarlane there? One look at his viper eye, and I feel somebody's footsteps walking on my very grave.
Well, I'd rather walk to a warmer place for laying you down, Jane.
Come be sexton in my churchyard when you will.
Well, all right, yeah, I'll do that. Resurrection men. Hmm? What you saying?
Grave robbers. You know, Fetis, our Lord's remains would be precious little use to us.
What are you saying, man?
Aye, man. Those remains were only available on the third day.
McFarlane, has it ever occurred to you that God might strike you dead in the street?
But God and his angels slept, and so did I, until one night, in the blackest dark before the dawn, the promised visitors arrived at last.
Good morning, Your Honor. Dr. Fetis, is it?
Mr. Fetis, since you know my name, you must know I'm only a student. Well, get in here, both of you, and what you have with you.
My friend here, sir, my living friend, is Mr. Burke.
Your Honor's servant.
No servant of mine.
And I'm Mr. Hare, sir. My other friend, the silent one here, was poor old Sally. Your Honor would be wanting her unwrapped, of course, before you'd be naming a price. Mr. Burke, the fixings, if you please.
Right.
God, she still stinks of gin.
She died with her last glass still in her hand, God bless her, and all the world a rose of light. Sure, God is kind to his poor, sir.
She's fresh. How much?
Fresh, did you say? She's still warm.
A poor old soul we gave a bed to, sir, to keep her from the streets. She was took of a sudden in the night.
Yeah, we keep a lodging
Yeah,
house.
I can do without your explanations. £7.10.
For such a fine, fresh cadaver, Your Honor. Surely now.
Take the money or go whistle for it. I don't bargain with resurrection men.
That's a hurtful name to be saying, sir. And it's blasphemy, too.
Mr. McFarlane was giving us £1 a pound when 'twas fresh like this. She's worth more than you're offering.
£7.10.
Well, seeing as you're new, sir, we'll take the offer.
Good. Here, then. Burke, here?
Sir?
Are you, then, butchers that you price your meat so nicely?
Oh, why, sir, 'tis you that's the butchers.
I beg your pardon.
Sure, we only deliver the meat.
'Tis you that slices it up.
I barred and bolted the street door behind them. Then I went and was sick below the stairs. My accommodation itself was lofty and spacious, but as the weeks went by, the very walls closed in about me, breathing complicity with empty graves, and more. And then, one night...
Merciful God. Oh, merciful God.
You knows her. You know her.
Surely not, sir.
That's Jane Galbraith. She was alive and hearty yesterday. It's impossible she can be dead.
Sure, sir, you're mistaken entirely.
I know her, I tell you. And what's wrong with her neck? It's impossible you should have got this body fairly.
Well, now, Mr. Fetis, that's a dangerous accusation to be making. A very dangerous accusation indeed.
We dug her up. 6 feet under she was.
It's you that's so firm they be fresh, Mr. Fetis. A body you ordered, a body you got. A bargain's a bargain. And, you'll notice Mr. Burke is between you and the door.
So best you pay up straight now.
Yeah, very well. Here's your money. Now go.
How much?
£10 now. Get out of here.
There now, Mr. Burke. Wasn't it myself told you he was a real gentleman?
Fetis,
Fettis!
And there's Mr. McFarlane wanting you, Mr. Fettis. We'll be off now. The world and his wife will be up and about any minute.
Fettis, Dr. Knox wants that preparation of spirits of alcohol ready for the morning class. Did I hear the street door close?
It was a night delivery.
Good. And now, as for this morning's class...
McFarlane, look at her face.
Why, you're not... Oh, I see. Jane Galbraith.
You take it very coolly.
Well, should I not?
There's a mark on the base of the neck. Look.
Second cervical vertebra, shattered. Aye, it looks fishy.
Well, what do I do?
Do? Well, why do you want to do anything? Least said, soonest mended, I should say.
But someone might recognize her.
We'll hope not. And if anybody does, well, you didn't, you see, and there's an end.
But there's the law, the police.
Oh. As to that, I should like to know how any of us would look, or what the devil we should have to say for ourselves in any Christian witness box. For me, you know, there's one thing certain. That, practically speaking, all our subjects have been murdered.
McFarlane?
Come now. As if you hadn't suspected it yourself.
Well, suspecting is one thing, but...
And proof another. Aye, I know. And I'm as sorry as you are poor Jane should have come to this. But the next best thing is not to recognize it. And I don't. I think a man of the world would do as I do.
Would he now? And what kind of a world would he be a man of, then?
Fettis. Wee Fettis. Why do you suppose Knox chose us two for his assistance? Hmm? And I answer, because he didn't want old wives.
Old wives! Old wives is...
There's my lad. A man of the world must take his humor where he finds it, eh?
God in heaven, who's that?
Quick, cover her up and take hold of your nerves.
Who is it?
It's me, Richardson.
What the hell do you want? You know anatomy class doesn't start for 2 hours yet.
Let him in, man. Let him in.
What?
Little Richardson won't bite. And we are here to help the students.
It's 7 in the morning, Richardson. What do you want?
Well, I want, that is, I need...
Speak up, damn you!
I need a head.
Are you mad?
No. That is... body. You've got a new body. Oh, wonderful. Here, let me look.
No.
Hands off, you bloody fool. Hands off, I say.
Sorry.
Intruding bloody fool.
Now, Fettis. Poor Richardson's just a trifle over-eager, that's all. We must not censure zeal.
I only wanted...
Of course. I'm afraid this head is out of the question, unfortunately. It's already spoken for.
Oh, yes. I see. I do understand.
Richardson, I beg your pardon for losing my temper. I am a man of the world again.
And none too soon. Richardson, I call Fettis here to witness. You shall have our very next head.
I shall.
As I am an honest man.
Oh, Mr. McFarlane, thank you. A head all for myself. My very own head.
In a day, in but one day, Jane Galbraith was disposed of in the usual way. And I hardened my heart and drank o' nights as hard as ever I worked by day. In our tavern, there was another girl to serve us. And one night, beside McFarlane, there sat a stranger, A small man, very pale and dark, with cold black eyes. He did not improve upon acquaintance, but he exercised a very remarkable control over MacFarlane.
Leave? Leave already? But a pup, Toady dear. The night is but a pup. Come along now. Order your friend Fettes here another nip of whiskey. Order up, Toady.
Gray, don't call me that.
Affection, Toady dear. A mere term of affection.
My name is Wolf MacFarlane. Use it.
Isn't he a naughty Toddy, Mr. Fettes? Landlord, another rum and water for me and a hot toddy for Mr. MacFarlane here. And bring him the bill.
Aye, sir.
If you use that name again...
Mr. Fettes, you mean to say that darling Toddy here has never mentioned me? Never once?
Well, no, sir, not that I recall.
Toddy dear, I'm hurt. Worse than hurt. Offended. After all we've been through together.
Hold your tongue, Gray.
He and I share certain common pleasures, Mr. Fettes. At least I provide, and he enjoys them. Huh, Toddy?
Shut up, damn you!
Never told you about those, I'll wager, has he, Mr. Fettes? Juicy little...
MacFarlane, for God's sake, man!
Do not fret yourself, Mr. Fettes. He and I often exchange these little love taps, but he finds them costly. Yeah, Toddykins? Landlord, your lamb and venison dinner with all the trimmings and the best wine in the house. The bill to my purple-faced friend here.
Aye, sir.
Look at him, Mr. Fettes. He hates me, you know. See how my little darling hates me. Have I spoiled your appetite, Toddy?
Why, no, Gray. As a matter of fact, you've just given me one.
By the time we separated, Gray was incapably drunk, and I tottered home myself with devious footsteps, dimly wondering that MacFarlane was still cold sober. Next day he was absent from class, and I chuckled to myself. Yes, I actually did that. To think of poor Toddy still squiring the intolerable Gray from tavern to tavern. By evening I was still a wee bit fragile, d'ye see. So I went early to bed and slept the sleep of the just. Until... I'm coming, damn you, I'm coming. Please, dear Lord, let there be honest earth on this one. MacFarlane, you?
Me.
Have you been out alone?
You might say I have. Now stop staring and give me a hand.
Digging up a grave by yourself? How in heaven's name did you manage it?
Never mind, damn you. Up on the slab. Here, I'll get the door.
But where and how did you come by it? I'm as strong as you, but I'd never...
The bolt, you bloody fool!
I was just going to snap it, MacFarlane. What in the hell's the matter with you?
Oh, I'm sorry, Fettes. My nerves are playing me up. I'm much better now.
Well, you'd best be home to bed then and let me get back to mine.
I think first you'd better look at the face.
Well, why should I do that?
Because you know who it is, dear Fettes. But you'll never sleep until you're absolutely sure now, will you? Look at the face. Look at the face.
Oh, God. Oh, God. God.
You see, Fettes? You did know. You're weeping for such scum as Gray?
To see him naked, in rigor mortis, on a slab. The man I left well clad and full of meat and sin on the threshold of a tavern.
Fetis. What a bairn ye are, after all. The wee kirk of the heather got its clutches on ye yet. Enough of that. We must to business. See that Richardson has the head. The poor fool will probably kiss you. And talking of business, you must pay me. Your account, remember, must tally.
Pay you? Pay you for that?
Why, yes, of course you must. By all means, and on every possible account you must. I dare not give it for nothing. You dare not take it for nothing. Mr. Gray is the continuation of Miss Galbraith. You can't begin and then stop. If you begin, you must keep on beginning. There's the truth. No rest for the wicked, you see.
My God, what have I done? And when did I begin? To be made a class assistant in the name of reason, where was the harm in that?
My dear fellow, at the first, of course, you staggered. But you're clever. You have pluck. I like you, and Knox likes you. You were born to lead the hunt. I tell you, on my honor, 3 days from now, you'll laugh at these pale scarecrows like a schoolboy at a fuss.
You'd better go home to your bed, Mr. McFarlane. I'll get Gray ready for the students in the morning.
Above all else, Mr. Fetis, the head to little Richardson. Did you see his eyes when I promised it? Do you think anyone will recognize Gray? Not 5 minutes after Richardson's first cut.
Hours passed. The class began to arrive. The pale members of Mr. Gray were dealt out to one and to another and received without remark. Richardson tasted at last the joys of heaven.
Such a head, Mr. McFarlane. The supraorbital cavity, the occipital.
The pleasure is mine, Richardson. Entirely mine.
On the third day, the dreadful process of disguise was complete. I had outlived my terrors and forgotten my baseness, but the supply of subjects never met the demand. Richardson and all his tribe were insatiable. And so, at last, it came to the point that McFarlane and I must turn resurrection men ourselves. Like vultures on a dying lamb, we came down in rain and darkness on a coffin in the lonely rustic graveyard of Glencorse. The old wife of a farmer, who'd been known for nothing but good butter and a godly conversation, was to be rooted from her grave at midnight and carried, dead and naked, to that faraway city she had always honored with her Sunday best. The place beside her family was to be empty till the crack of doom. Her innocent and venerable body to be exposed to the last curiosity of the anatomist.
We're almost there. A little more. Ah, damn it to hell.
The lantern's gone out. How are we going to get that corpse up in pitch darkness?
To hell with the darkness. The less to see, the better. We don't need light to break her open. Damn it. Now let's get her out into the carriage. Poor Biddy'll catch a death of cold in this rain.
What the hell's got into the dogs?
Never mind the dogs. Get her under the shoulders. I'll take care of the feet.
God, she's heavy for
McFarlane, what is it now?
This is not the body of a woman.
Superstitious fool. Feel it, you can... The chest is flat as any table.
Feel the width of the shoulders.
I have matches here somewhere. Uncover the face. I'll get a light under my coat. Here. Now let's get a good look at the bed.
There, against all reason, staring up from the coffin, his cold black eyes fixed on us like a knife in a wound, lay the one face that we now knew could never decompose or be disposed of. The face that would henceforth belong to any corpse we should ever encounter. The mocking face of the dead and long dissected Grey.